Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kalikaiz. Today we are playing the Monster Tron deck that top-aided Paupergeddon of summer 2026. This top-aided by the hands of Fel95 according to the Goldfish page. But Monster Tron has been on a tear lately thanks to a couple of different upgrades. First of all, Pinnacle Killship, which you can see here, is a spacecraft. When it enters, it deals 10 damage to up to one target creature. And then you can station it by tapping your other creatures to turn it into a 7/7 flyer. So we have removal and threats that you just use your Tron mana for specifically. One other cool tech is Barrels of Blasting Jelly from Avatar. It's a 1 mana artifact. You can pay 1 to filter a colorless mana or any colored mana into 1 mana of any color once each turn, and you can sacrifice it to deal 5 damage to one target creature. Now, this is cool because it's mana fixing plus also removal, so you have a different modal kind of card here. And we have Brambleworm, which is recent downshift that has been used a lot more recently. This is a 7/6. It is reach and trample. It's ginormous. It gains you 5 life when it enters the battlefield. It gains you 5 life if they kill it and you bring it back. We also have Pulsa Marasa for life gain. And this list is not playing the 6/5 that gains life. They're playing Rooftop Percher, which is a 5 mana 3/3 changeling flyer that when it enters, you exile up to 2 target cards from graveyards and you gain 3 life. Another cool tech piece that's modal, that's a threat, kind of does everything you want. And rounding it out, we have Unfathomable Truths from Modern Horizons 3, a 5 mana instant devoid, so cannot be pyroblasted. Draw 3 cards, create a spawn, and so it's like ramp plus card draw. Combining that with the unbanned Bonder's Ornament, this deck has a lot going on. And then you have Maelstrom Colossus as another giant creature that's also a 2-for-1. Karavic's Torch is pretty sweet here as a 1-of to kill your opponent if they, if it goes to the end game, the long game. Probably good versus mid-range decks. We have Generous End as mana fixing plus a threat. Here we have a tech land of Haunted Fangriff. You can sacrifice or return a random creature from your graveyard to your hand. We have Conduit Pylons. The original list was not using Pylons, but there's multiple copies of this specific card. And then Bojuka Bog. You can crop rotation for your Bojuka Bog, which can potentially punk people out. The main deck has Ancient Stirrings, Map, and crop rotation as ways to get Tron, so we're looking at pretty consistent turn 3 Tron. Sideboard of their deck, they're playing 4 Blue Blast because mono red is a threat. That makes a lot of sense to me. Also can potentially come in versus a Wildfire deck. We have Scour from Existence. This can work in the mirror. It can work against gates. Those are reasons to play this card. 2 Relic of Progenitus. I could see that. That's a colorless card you can find off your Ancient Stirrings. Good graveyard hate. We have Breath Weapon to clear the board. And then Coalition Honor Guard. I didn't expect this to be in the sideboard, but it's a great way to handle things like Bogles or potentially even Elves. Also the Gates deck. So I'm excited to slam some big threats and get in there, get in the red zone. Hopefully I can do my combat math correctly. I'll see you in the matches.
This video is brought to you by Card Market, Europe's largest TCG marketplace. Unplugged Gaming in Manlius, New York is having their first ever Pauper 1K. This is a $30 entry that starts at 1 p.m. on August 15th. 70% of the entries will go straight to prizes up to a 64-player cap. Just outside of Syracuse, New York, this event is going to be sweet. Round number 1, we're on the play. Let's go. Uh-oh. Well, we have a power plant. That's good. Then we have Barrels of Blasting Jelly. No other way to get a second land, so I will mulligan. That's unfortunate. This art changed a little bit, it looks like. Okay, anyway. So we have land, stirrings, blasting jelly, double crop rotation. We can probably keep this. We can put back the Bojuka Bog, play land, play barrels, pass it over. And then we will probably stirrings, trying to find a Tron land. I don't really want to crop the Haunted Fangriff. When it plays a Dross Forge Bridge. Let's make green, cast Ancient Stirrings. Well. We find Killship Ornament and a power plant. I think I have to take a land, unfortunately. So I will take the plant. All right, play the power plant, pass it over. We can make Tron by cropping and then cropping again. We'll have 7 mana for the Brambleworm. Looks like they're on Affinity. They played Ichor Wellspring. So I'll just pass. Go to my turn. We have mine.
So I'll send it over now. We'll crop the power plant on their end step. I don't really want to do it on my turn. I don't know if that was necessary. There was no reason to do it on my turn because there was nothing I could cast. They play an Ichor Wellspring. Now we're hoping to draw some 2-for-1s. They've got a Refurbished Familiar. I will discard a crop rotation. We'll go green, crop, get tower. I think I just play the Bramble Worm. So we've got a 7/6 that gains me 5 life. Play the Haunted Fangriff. If they have another refurb, we discard the Percher. We can get it back with the Haunted Fangriff. My 7/6 is pretty big. I don't know if my opponent's on Grixis Affinity yet. We'll find out. I'm going to assume if they attack that they have Galvanic to try to finish off the Bramble Worm. I don't need to care about this 2 damage. I want to keep the Bramble Worm around for the moment. They played Ichor Wellspring. I think I'd be happy with trading the Percher for a Galvanic and for a Galvanic. What's our opponent going to do? They pass it over. A good draw would be Unexpected Truths or Unfathomable Truths. We draw a tower. I'll play a tower. I'll get in for 7. Opponent straight to 13 life. Play a Rooftop Percher. We're not going to exile any cards. Back to 26. Opponent will Galvanic Blast the Rooftop Percher. So we can get it back by cracking the Fangriff. They play Arcbound Tracker. This is whenever you cast a spell other than your first spell each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Plays a Nile Spellbomb. I'm going to go ahead and get back my Rooftop Percher. Then they play a land. So they're Rakdos Affinity. We find the truths. Very nice. Make blue. Cast Unfathomable Truths. The card I can never pronounce. We found another truths. Oh, I want to cast it. Think I will play the ornament. And then I'm going to target my power plant with my Pulse of Marasa. So that they have to crack the Spellbomb and they don't get value from it. They might just let me have the power plant. Maybe if I had targeted the Fangriff, they would have cracked it. They're going to crack it. Okay. We gain no life. I'll get in for 7. Put you to 6. Right now I can just blast the tracker with my Barrels of Blasting Jelly and then get in and kill them. Looks like they are just attacking in. I'm not going to do anything about that. They could have Krarklan Toxin potentially. A Fanatical Offering a Wellspring. So they can cast another instant and then make their tracker a 4/4. I believe that's how it works. Yeah. Galvanic Blast my Bramble Worm. Why? You have to have another one, right? Plays Krarklan Shaman. Oh, wow. It's every spell? Oh, wow. That's pretty good. Cycles and Ash Barrens. So I guess we have to kill this tracker. Plays a Blood Fountain, so never mind. Tracker's just gigantic. And then they're going to Krark. I misinterpreted the tracker. I thought it was only once each turn, but it's any second spell. Any spell after your first spell, which is very good. That thing is ginormous. Let's make blue. Cast the truths. We have another Bramble Worm. I think I'm going to Ancient Stirrings, try to find a land. Find a mine. Play the mine. We'll cast a Rooftop Percher. This is 7 damage. Do I want to cast the Percher? I think I want to cast the Percher because I want to get rid of the Krarklan Shaman from the graveyard so I can't get it back. Get rid of Krarklan Shaman. Spellbomb, I guess. We'll pass it over. When they attack, I can block the Mere Enforcer with the Spawn, use the Power Plant, make green, and use the Bramble Worm. Plays another tracker. Some big creatures on their side. They're going to map onto the Refurbished Familiar. They draw a Vault of Whispers. I wasn't nervous before, but this Arcbound Tracker is gigantic. So it's pretty scary. Nobody's really been playing that card. So this is a brew of some kind. And they're going nuts making these things huge. Another Spellbomb. They have a 10/10. They're getting in. Go block. I'll make green. Use the worm. What's next? Stirrings. Make green. Cast Ancient Stirrings. Finding a Pinnacle Kill Ship. It deals 10 damage. Yes, that's what I needed. 1, 2, 7. Kill Ship. Take out this Arcbound Tracker. Oh, it has modular too. Great. That's not great. I can use my barrels to take out whatever they target for the modular. Target's Enforcer. Okay. Oh, 14. Jesus. I messed that up pretty good. Combat. Attack. Oh my god. No attacks? Oh god. Not great. 14. It said modular 2. Oh, geez. Oh, my. Not playing very well over here. I'll pass it over. I have 21 life. I have to block the Mirror Enforcer, probably. They play a Nutrient block. That'll put them to 9 life. I believe I can play my Brambleworm, activate the kill ship, kill the refurb with the barrels, and attack in. They map onto the refurb, finding a Great Furnace. Their deck is scary. They play out a Mephitic draft. Okay, they're at 8 life. Attacking in and threatening lethal. So I have to just block. Oops. Block on the Mirror Enforcer. I'll make green. Play my Wormy. And then I guess if they have full station. If they have another Galvanic Bless, I probably die here. But I punted a couple ways. So let's see if attacking for 10 is enough. Hiya. Alright. My opponent has thoroughly punked me. Those Arcbound thingies needed to die. Let's see. I don't know if they were devoid or not. Let's bring in these Scour from existence. Get rid of this Torch. I'll get rid of Wholesome Marasa. The Bonner's Ornament seemed a little bit slow, so I'll cut the Bonner's Ornament. I don't think we're having time to actually activate it. I don't know, and I don't know if we need the mana from it. Okay. That was, you know, a major punt because I didn't understand the modular part. We have... Okay, this hand seems fine. Keep Power Plant into a 1-drop. Ancient Stirring's looking for lands. Try to get up to the Pinnacle Kill Ship. I think we would have steamrolled them if not for those Arcbound Ravagers. For me, just not understanding how they worked at all. Which is fine. Make green, Stirrings. Take the Mine. And then I'll play this Conduit Pylons. So I'm 2 turns away from using this Truths. I guess I'll keep it. Play the barrels out. I probably should have played the Mine just in case I drew a tower. Play Mine. Pass the turn. Opponent cycles and Ash Barrens. Grabs a Swamp. Here's their Arcbound Tracker. Tower. I'm happy that I can just kill ship that immediately. Kill it. Kill it with fire. Opponent plays a Refurbished Familiar. I will discard the Power Plant. Find another Barrels. Play Unfathomable Truths. Draw 3. Finding a Brambleworm. I can go land... Tap my land, make... Sorry, I've already used this. I can make green off the pylons. Drop. We're going to grab another tower. Play another barrels. Make green. Cast the Brambleworm. Gain 5 life. I'll station. And then I'm just going to attack. Take 7. Yeah. They block. They either have Toxin or they're going to sacrifice. They have Toxin Analysis. Okay, they're at 22. Another refurb would get rid of this Haunted Fangriff, which would be a problem. What happened? They cracked the clue. Plays Karkline Shaman. So now I just have to leave open the barrels to kill it in response to play this Haunted Fangriff. And we will play out a map. Get in for 7. Maybe I should have mapped for a Bajuka Bog instead of playing the Fangriff out. Just to get rid of their 2 creatures so they can't Blood Fountain them back. They play out a Makeshift Munitions. I'm going to barrels and kill the Karkline Shaman. They'll sacrifice it in response. They have 5 mana, 5 cards in hand. I'll draw, finding a Rooftop Percher. I'll play the Rooftop Percher and get rid of Refurbished Familiar and Karkline Shaman. Then let's sacrifice the Expedition map for another Pylons, just to get a look at the top of the deck. Put the land into the graveyard. I'll attack in for 7. They are currently at 8. One has an Ichor Wellspring. Okay. 3 mana available. They could kill the Rooftop Percher and take 7. If they play out creatures, I can just blast them and then bash in. Looks like they're going to try to kill one of my creatures. They're throwing an Ichor Wellspring at the Rooftop Percher. Okay. Shoot the Percher with the map token. They're trying to decide. Okay, then they have to sacrifice a land. Rooftop Percher is dead. Plays Bajuka Bog. We'll just get the Percher back. And no response. We'll make green. Stirrings. I could take Colossus or I could draw 3 cards. I guess I have to take the Colossus. No. I'm going to draw 3 cards. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. Let's draw 3. Could even be a Colossus. We'll play Rooftop Percher. Get rid of Tracker. Land, I guess. Opponent concedes. Okay. So that one worked out better. We understood what they were doing. Let's go. Maybe the Scours are not that good, but killing the giant creatures is good. Could also be bringing in the blue blast instead of the scours. The scours, yeah, let's go blue blasts. Dealing with Krar Clan Shaman, dealing with Galvanic Blast, dealing with makeshift munitions, and I think also the Arcbound thing. Okay. I'm going to keep this on the draw. It's definitely a sketchy idea, but we have bajillions of removal. If I find a land off the top, I'm like going to get there, I think. I don't even know how many lands this deck is playing. They play a Blood Fountain. 7. We have 12. I think we have 18 lands. Play map. Hope for the best. Has a refurb. No. They're passing. Land. Colossus. Play the Barrels of Blasting Jelly. What's next? So if I find a Tron land on the next turn, I can go land, get 7 mana. Following turn, follow it up with a kill ship. No. A Refurbished Familiar. We'll get rid of the barrels. Plays Nile Spellbomb. It's just not in the cards. I took a risk, and it's not going to pay off. They'll get in for 4. I have to find a Tron land off the top right now, or a Stirrings. But still won't do it. Where are we? 1 land keep, the Kalikaiz special. We'll see you in round 2. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. Round number 2, no lander. I can mulligan that one. I'm not tricked. Okay, we have multiple lands. I think we can keep and get rid of either pylons or forest. I think it's going to be the forest. Lay out the power plant turn 1. Turn 2, play the Prophetic Prism. Opponent is on mono blue terror, it looks like. They'll play the power plant, and pass. They play Island, holding up Counterspell. I'll play Conduit Pylons. Blasting Jelly on top. I guess that's keepable. We can play the Prophetic Prism. They don't counter. Some sort of Dimir deck. They're playing Bojuka Bog, so this could be a Fairies deck. Try another Prism. Less worried about Spell Pierce than just a Fairy. We find a tower. Okay. I can pass. They play Brainstorm. I'm just trying to think about how to play around Spellstutter for the moment, unless they reveal that they're not a Spellstutter deck. Okay, Fairy Seer. They are a Spellstutter deck. The Fairy Seer is going to clear the Brainstorm. One of those cards they can put on the bottom. They went top bottom, so they like the Brainstorm entirely. They're brainstorming again. Okay, so we can crop the pylons, then map for tower. Let's play Expedition Map. Likely they Spellstutter. Okay, they go for a Spellstutter Sprite. Now I will go land, crop rotation, grab mine. We'll just kill ship and take out the Spellstutter. They have 2 cards in hand. They get in for 1. I think I should just try the Colossus here, because it's got Cascade, so it's a 2 for 1 regardless. Another Barrels. They're not going to have any creatures for a while. And then we will station on the kill ship, making a 7/7 flyer. Might as well bash. They're at 13 already. We have 15 power on the table, and a lot of ways to kill creatures. We just win. Overwhelming force. All right, we want Breath Weapon, I suppose. So looking at my deck, I don't think we need the Torch. I'm liking most of the other things. I really like the Perchers. Like, all the rest of it's good. The one thing I'm considering not bringing in is the crop rotation, because it's pretty sketchy. So I guess I'm going to cut the crops. That's going to slow down our Tron, though. We could also cut the Bojuka Bog, because I don't think that's going to matter that much. All right, did not draw lands. Well, mulligan. Okay, mine, power plant, map. We'll keep. Get rid of power plant. Opponent plays island. I guess we'll lead on map. Do they have an annul or a spell pierce? No. They cycle a Lorien Revealed. If they get a regular island, they get Ice Tunnel. They play out island. They play an Augur Bolus. So I think I will... Oh, we just have Colossus. We'll grab our tower. Missing a tower. I'll have 7 mana next turn. They play Ice Tunnel. Get in for 1. I think I play the tower and pass. I don't want to play a 1-drop into a Spellstutter. Opponent plays a Brainstorm. I could have played the barrels. Like, if I had the barrels already, I could have gone Stirrings. They Surveillance Camera to untap. This is a list copied probably from Barf. Cycles a Lorien. They just clicked the wrong card. Plays Island out. Gets in for 1. We have a Prophetic Prism. Let's just play our 8-drop. I mean, it's bad into Counterspell, but we're using all of our mana. Nice. Stirrings off the top. They could spell stutter the Stirrings. I'll take the Rooftop Percher. More threats is good. Counterspell on the Maelstrom Colossus. Cycles of Learning revealed. They're getting in for 1. Now they ninja the Deep Hours. Bajuka bogs away my Colossus. I'll start with a Prophetic Prism. Draw a card. Cast a Rooftop Percher, which will be getting rid of some of their instants and sorceries, I suppose. Then cycle the Jenner's End, since I have this Pulse of Marasa, making a land drop here. I don't want to Stirrings into an open spell setter, but maybe next turn I lead on the Stirrings. Opponent brainstorms. They could crack the Surveillance Camera to tap the Rooftop Percher. We can Pulse of Marasa back the Jenner's End at some point. Plays a land. Okay, they will kill my creature. Get in for 2. I go to 17. I'll try Expedition Map. Crack it. Grab a tower. Play the tower. Attempt a Stirrings. I'll take the Unfathomable Truths. So then I will play another Stirrings. Another Barrels. Okay. We have another Kill Ship. Or Colossus. Or Ornament. I gotta take this Ornament. I have to counterspell the Ornament. Play Bonder's Ornament. Counterspell. Now I'll play the Barrels of Blasting Jelly. And then make green. And pulse back the Rooftop Percher. They've used 2 counterspells. They get in for 2. I'll go to 21. They get to draw a card. Plays out a Murmuring Mystic. Let's try a Bramble Worm. That resolves. We'll play a Rooftop Percher. Exile Lorien and Lorien. Because they've shown us Extract to Confession, I want to make it harder for them to use the ability of it, which is Collect Evidence. They play an Augur of Bolus. And they whiff. Nice. Fairy Seer, 3 cards in hand. They can now counterspell 2 drops with a Spellstutter Sprite. I probably want to immediately blast the Murmuring Mystic. Just so much value. We'll take out the Murmuring Mystic with the Blasting Jelly. Cast a Bramble Worm. Now I'll attack in for 7. Chonk. Sweet. They're at 13. Opponent will tap down my other Bramble Worm. Leave my Rooftop Percher unscathed. But they have to now deal with the Rooftop Percher if they want to get in. They play Brainstorm. And then if they just attack with everything, I'll slam back for 17 damage. Okay, they find an annul with the Augur of Bolus after putting it back with the Brainstorm. They decline to attack. I mean, let's start by attacking for 14. They concede. We'll see in round 3. Round 3 versus Lamella. We are on the play. I think I can keep this. If we find another land, we can crop into Tron and then get the Unfathomable Truths going. Opponent on a Rakdos deck. Maybe this is like a new thing that I didn't know about. I'll play the Mine. Pass. Plays a Mountain. Ichor Wellspring. Find Bramble Worm. I'll play on my Bajuka Bog. Not very good hits off the top so far. They have a Bajuka Bog. So we can crop rotation here. Grab a Power Plant. Pass it over. On their turn, we can use the barrels again to crop again. They Fanatical Offering, drawing 3 cards. Uh-oh. Skirk Prospector. So they are playing Goblin combo. Also Pilferer. Okay, that's bad. Makes a treasure token. Plays the Putrid Goblin. Sacrifice. They go first day of class. Okay, resolves. We'll make green. Crop the Mine. Then grab the Tower. Goblin will return. Then we'll respond to the trigger. They don't have any black mana right now. Kill the Goblin. Make red. And cast a Faithless Looting. So my Percher is going to get rid of Putrid Goblin and Faithless Looting, I guess. We have 8 mana. Do I think they can just go again? I'm going to try to use the value of the Maelstrom Colossus here. Okay, we find a Kill Ship. So the Kill Ship can take out the Prospector. So they need a lot more pieces again. Then we'll station the Kill Ship. Pass it over. And has 3 mana, they're going to Matron. So depending on what they get, we probably have to get rid of... I think we probably get rid of the Putrid Goblin. Let's see what they grab. Dark Dweller Oracle. So they just feel like they have it again? 2 mana. Plays the Dark Dweller Oracle. We'll Conduit Pylons. Check the top of the deck. Map doesn't help me that much. We're in a graveyard. I can pay 5 mana to Truths. And then pay 5 mana Percher. Get rid of Putrid and Prospector. And attack in when it's at 13. We have another barrels we can cast. And then maybe have some protection against them comboing again. They Fanatical Offering, sacrificing a map token. They Fanatical Offering, the Eviscer's inside the map token. I think they probably are dead here. Plays a Wellspring. So the barrels just kills them. Alright, well, let's just not waste any time. Make a blue first. All truths, draw 3. Play the map. Kill your Dark Dweller Oracle. I'm very surprised we survived this, but I'm happy. Attack. Ooh, that was tight. Having the main deck removal spell was really good. So Blue Blast is a good card here. Wholesome Rasa, not very good. Rooftop Percher is solid. Relic seems important. Breath Weapon can be really good too. So how do I want to win the game? Don't think I need the Torch. Crop obviously is good. I have so many cards. I kind of need to trim on win conditions. The Brambleworm, Wander's Ornament, we're like super light on win conditions here. If I just let them have all the time in the world, I'll probably lose. I guess this Percher is only good if I punk them already. So I'll get rid of the Perchers, bring back in the Brambleworms, and submit. So I have a ridiculous amount of hate cards. Still may not be fast enough, of course. They're probably playing Mass Vandal. So this hand looks a little slow. I'm going to mulligan. All right, this seems okay. I'll keep. We'll get rid of 1 Stirrings. I'll play the Power Plant out, pass the turn. Opponent plays an Ichor Wellspring. So I don't think they can win on turn 2 here. We have an Expedition map and a Stirrings. I think I play the Pylons and pass. I'll keep the barrels. Just holding up the Blue Blast. They have a Duress. They probably take the Blue Blast. They do. So we got to work up to this Breath Weapon now. Plays Rakdos Carnarium, they pick up a land. I think I want to use this Ancient Stirrings. I guess I go barrels first, then Stirrings from the barrels instead of... That just allows me to get the barrels on the table. Okay, none of this is great. I'll take the Truths, play Forest and Map. One has another Duress. They're going to take the Breath Weapon now. They take the Unfathomable Truths. Weird. I guess they can... I don't understand that. Cast into the Fire on my map. I'll draw a card with this Prophetic Prism. Pass. They play a Goblin Matron out. Finding the Putrid Goblin. They'll play it. Find a tower. Play the tower. I'll pass the turn. Opponent attacks for 3. Plays a Swamp. They have 2 cards in hand. We find an Expedition map. So I'll play map. Crack it. Now I will be holding up 5 mana now. Getting my Mine. Sending it over. They spend 4 mana, sacrifice their land to draw a card. They Fanatical. Draw some cards. Back to 6 cards in hand. 4 mana available. They'll attack for 3. Okay. Plays another Matron. So they're going Matron Beats. Finds Prospector. They don't cast it. We'll make blue and cast Unfathomable Truths. Find another Barrels. My turn. They have an upkeep stop. We have another tower. Play the tower. Play a Barrels. I'll just send it over. I could play a Kill Ship and then I have 5 mana. I don't think I'm ready for that right now. What I was considering was maybe Kill Ship on the Putrid. So they have to like work into an unearth situation. They're getting in. Okay, we'll go to 10. Plays another Matron out. Getting another Putrid Goblin. They map onto the Putrid Goblin. Okay. Finding a Fanatical. My turn. Find a Blue Blast. I'm going to Kill Ship and then take out the Putrid Goblin. And now it's a 1/1. They're attacking in. I think I'm going to have to sweep the board with my Breath Weapon and then try to use the barrels. Unfortunately, I don't have like very much happening here. I need a creature. I sided out on my Perchers. A Fanatical Offering, killing their Putrid. 3 power on the table now. Plays a Mountain. Wellspring. We'll draw. I think I should keep the Wow. This is like pretty bad. Okay, Expedition map. We're going to crack for another Pylons. What do we see? I'll put the Truths on top. Opponent's getting in. I'm going to block with a Spawn. Take 2 damage. I'm at 4. Makeshift Munitions could just kill me pretty quickly here. So I have to save the blast for the munitions at this point. They pass. We'll cast Truths. Find Crop and a Prism. I'll play the Prism out. Draw. I have Crop for Bog. I have Blue Blast. I have another Blue Blast. I think I just have to play the Power Plant. And then on their turn, when they go to attacks, I will Breath Weapon. At some point, I'm going to draw a threat. They draw a card by sacrificing their land. They go Duress. We'll sacrifice. Make... I guess I have to see what's... I think I still have to Make red. I guess we'll see what they do. They take the breath weapon. I'm getting in. So I'm going to block and then make 5 mana and kill the unblocked one. Take 1, go into 3. They have 8 cards in hand. Plays a Putrid Goblin. I'm just looking for a Bramble Worm. Percher would have been probably better. If I need card draw, I think I can't afford to cut on my ornaments. Keep the Perchers in probably. They Bajuka Bog me. Finally, we find a threat. Let's play the Maelstrom Colossus. And we find a Breath Weapon. Wow. Okay. Breath Weapon. Future Goblin comes back. Play Plant. We'll station. And I'm not going to attack. Should I attack? Probably yes. Attack in. Because now I have 14 damage. When it goes for Unearth, I'm going to Barrels, killing the Putrid Goblin. And then I'm going to crop for Bog. Crop rotation. Get the Bajuka Bog. And that's going to fizzle. They have a Dark Dweller Oracle. Okay. Prospector, okay. They map onto the Oracle. Okay. Finding a Vault, so they get another land in hand. Plays a Vault of Whispers. They're just passing? Do they have random life gain? They could have a Cast into the Fire for the Colossus, I guess. We draw a Kill Ship. So we'll pay 7, kill the Oracle. They sacrifice it to itself. And they found a Cast into the Fire. Okay. I will go ahead and... Oh, I have the Blue Blast for the Cast into the Fire, so it doesn't actually matter. Blue Blast, destroying your Skirk Prospector. We're going to cast First Day of Class. Okay. But I'm not going to blast the First Day of Class because they can sacrifice the Prospector for red so that they can cast into the fire one of my creatures. Grab Origin and Metal Bending, which doesn't do anything. And they concede. Nice. Played around it. Let's see in round 4. Round 4. On the play. Keep. I'll keep it. We're sort of close. Sort of. I'll play the Pylons. Check the top of the deck. Archer graveyarded. One is on Island. The Delver Secret, so Mono Blue Terror. Finding Kill Ship, let's play Land Pass. Sideboard wise, we have relics specifically, I think, for this, but not much else. Or opponent upkeep to Brainstorm. Flip their Delver, revealing Lorien Revealed. And they have a land. Nice. They get in for 3. We're looking for a Stirrings. We're looking for an Expedition map. Mine, Power Plant. Just need Tron. We'll play a second Delver. We have a map. We'll play map, land. I think I pass. We don't know what we want to map for yet. There's a chance we want to just map for Bog if they fill up their graveyard and they want to play some terrors. They play a third land. They haven't cycled their Lorien yet. They get in for 4. We have another map. We'll crack the map. Play out, or grab and play the mine. I'll attempt this map. This probably gets counterspelled, unfortunately. They have a Spell Pierce. Sag. Unfortunate. But it happens. I think it was correct for me to play the map as opposed to waiting. But I don't know. Okay, opponent has cycled another Lorien. Let's see if the Delver will flip. On my turn, I can slam the Rooftop Percher. Delver does not flip. Plays a 4th land. They could play a Terror here. They get in. I'll go to 9. They're looking for a Power Plant. They do play a Terror. Land. Percher. We'll get rid of a couple of instants and sorceries. They flip on a Mental Note. I don't think I can win anymore. I guess maybe I should have just slammed the map early. I don't know. I'm second guessing myself quite a bit against the Terror player who's playing all mismatched islands for the tilt. Nice. They deem inferior, so this is 5, 8, 11. Autumn, I guess. If I draw a Power Plant, I can make 5 mana, cast the Truths. All right. I had nothing. And it came down to me just not finding Tron fast, and that was because I didn't try to find Tron fast by keeping a hand that had fast Tron. Get rid of Pulse and Torch for 2 relics. Okay. I am on the play. I'm going to keep... I have 2 parts of Tron. I'm hoping that I can resolve the ornament, I suppose, or find more Tron lands. It's hard to mulligan this hand specifically. El Coco leads on Island. No Delver. They do have the Delver. I spoke too soon. Play Tower. Turn 2. Will the Delver flip? They're going to Brainstorm. So if I don't get Spell Pierced, I might be able to resolve the Bonner's Ornament. And they reveal a Sleep of the Dead. Tax in for 3. Haven't played a land yet, and they play a land. Then they play another Delver. So I'm in the clear to play the Bonner's Ornament. Okay, that's good for me. And I have stirrings now. We're looking for power plant. Stirrings. There we go. Power plant. The rest of are just going to put back in any order. Opponent reveals a Thought Scour to the insect. They'll attack me for 6 here. I'm at 11. Mental note, milling Counterspell Island. Plays an island. Could have Counterspell open. Thought Scours themselves, milling a Null Serpent. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trying to play a Terror, but they cannot. Power Plant. We will Percher. Get rid of Thought Scour and Counterspell. Make their creature a little bit more expensive. I'll make a green, cast Ancient Stirrings. We'll take this. Well, we can take the barrels or Colossus Prism. Feels like Colossus might be okay. Make a land drop next turn. The barrels can take out their snakes and stuff though, so maybe that's correct. We'll put Colossus, then Worm. So if we ever get there, we can cascade into it. Play the barrels. And they have an annul. Okay. Well, I'd rather them trade 1 mana for 1 mana than trade the annul for my 8-drop. Because Sleep of the Dead to tag the Rooftop Percher and make it not able to do anything. I go to 8 life. Thought Scours me. Delirian Terror. Well, I have a Colossus. They can just Sleep of the Dead it, unfortunately. So I think I go 1, 2. I pay 5 mana to cast Unfathomable Truths. And then I pay 5, play the Conduit Pylons, check the top of the deck. Drawing a Generous End's nice. Kill Ship is good. And cast a oops. I'll pay 5 mana, cast Rooftop Percher. We'll get rid of Sleep of the Dead and Thought Scour. I'll go to 11. Planning on blocking the snake with my spawn, blocking an insect with the Percher. I have 11 mana after. 6 plus 5 is 11. I can play End plus Truths. They Mental Note, Milling Terror, Counterspell. And then they have a Demon Inferior. I'll make this second from the top, because then I can Colossus into it. They have another interaction? Or no? Wow, they milled me to get rid of my Rooftop Percher. And they have a Demon Inferior. Clutch. So my opponent was able to use all of their cards perfectly and absolutely wreck me. That feels a little bad, but they navigated it well. That Thought Scour drew them the Demon Inferior. GG. Concede. We'll see you in round 5. Round 5 versus Easy Money Marksman. In the past, I've seen them on Ponza a few times. Hopefully that doesn't happen here. We have a turn 3 kill ship because I have an Expedition map. Finally, a turn 3 Tron hand. Land, map, go. Yeah, I think that these lands, they modified the frame here. So it's just awkward. I'll get used to it. Glacial Floodplain. They're playing Jeskai Ephemerate. We're going to fetch out our mine. I'm going to place Island and passes. I'll play this Conduit Pylons, check the top of the deck. I guess I'm okay with a Generous End. Just like more threats is good. Play a map out. I'd like to just slam the Unfathomable Truths if they don't have Counterspell available. They cast a Preordain. Okay, land, play the end. I've got a 5/7. Would you like to Counterspell? They don't. Fair enough. They cycle Ash Barrens. This is a deck that could play Dispel, which would be sad. They have 3 blue and a Floodplain. Maybe they're not playing Jeskai and they're playing Familiars. I don't think I can necessarily beat Familiars. Weird in Ash Barrens, they're probably playing Fams. They choose to Drifter Ephemerate. Okay, they're going to go to 9 cards in hand, discarding 2 cards. I'll play land, start with a Kill Ship to take out the Drifter, attack in for 5. So my opponent is losing their Ephemerate forever. They put a Prismatic Strands in the graveyard. I wonder if this is the list that I was playing, where foil would be a tough thing to fight through. They play Godfarrow's Faithful. Familiars confirmed. So sideboard-wise, Scour from Existence, good. Relic maybe okay. They play another Familiar, or a Familiar. I think I'm going to crack the map for a Tower. Let's play Tower. Attempt to Kill Ship to take out the Familiar. They negate. Okay, this is not the same list that I was playing. I think I'm going to use this moment to try to draw 3 cards. They probably won't have 2 negates in hand. Of course, they do. Solid. Well played. I am wrecked indeed. Classic. Then they're having... I know that this player... I wonder if they qualified for the championship and that's why they're playing Familiars here. Could be. Interesting. They just play Familiars. They're a Fams player. They play all sorts of formats. That's why they're down on time. They're doing something else at the same time. But they're playing the Meeting of Minds build that I think was created by Chaotic. So 2 negates are in the graveyard right now. We can Rooftop Percher and get rid of both of the negates. That would be pretty good because then they won't have very many answers to what I'm doing. Unless they make infinite life potentially. Got a Muldrifter evoked. Another Ephemerate, that's solid. And then they choose to snap on my Generous End. Maybe they have a Glorious Gale in their hand with which to counterspell the Generous End. Plays a Preordain. Well, let's see if they want to counterspell the Generous End. Looks like they did not. I'm going to Stirrings. I have 6 mana left over. Guess I just take the Haunted Fangriff. Play the Purger. We'll get rid of the 2 negates, I think. They have the Glorious Gale right now. I'll tilt concede. Get rid of the negates. Activate the kill ship. Double activate. Attempt to attack in for 7. Opponent will Ephemerate the Muldrifter, draw a bunch more cards. They pay 2 mana, they will snap my Generous End again. Place another familiar. They'll Archaeomancer. Return the Ephemerate. Makes infinite life. They've drawn more cards than me, so I could exile their Ghostly Flicker at some point. They also have the Ephemerate in hand. It's not really necessary for me to do anything. They're already 5 minutes behind on clock. I'll let them just chill and do it. I don't really care. Cycles of Lorien revealed. Alright, we find Truths. Cast the Unfathomable Truths. They will Ephemerate. But they have no negates in their graveyard. They'll return a Snap. Play Fangriff. We'll attack him with the Flyers. So Kill Ship's just going to get countered. It's just not going to do anything because it's targeting a creature, but it won't matter. So I will try the Colossus. Cast the Stirrings. We'll take the Barrels of Blasting Jelly. And then I'll attempt the Barrels of Blasting Jelly. Which, if they tap low again, if I can get them to tap low, like, I can target their Archaeomancer with the Pinnacle Kill Ship, and then they would have to flicker. And at that point, I can just shoot the Archaeomancer with the barrels. Okie dokie. They get a second Archaeomancer. They can snap everything. They choose to snap the Percher? Seems like not a good idea. Confused. Plays a Faithful. They have Ephemerate and Flicker in hand. Pay 3 mana, casting a Lorien revealed. Mortuary Mire to return Muldrifter. They flicker Archaeomancer Island. Does it again. If you're interested in a tutorial on how to play fast on Magic Online, I have a short. It's called How to Never Time Out Again on Magic Online, I think. This person is taking about 20 seconds per flicker, so they clearly need to restart their application. Okay. Making life. They chose to go all the way back up to 20. We have another Barrels of Blasting Jelly. All right, I'll cast it. And then we'll go ahead and get in 14 damage. So if I kill ship the Archaeomancer, they Ephemerate, then I Blasting Jelly, then I Ephemerate. So that would be 20, or it would be 17 mana. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 10, 13, 14, 15 mana. Dang. So if I keep 10 mana available, all right, I'm going to cycle the Generous End. If I keep 10 mana available, I can respond to the first Ephemerate, respond to the Flicker, play the Forest. When it goes for a Drifter, I have enough now to kill ship plus blast. But I really need to kill ship blast plus Percher to get rid of the Flicker. They get in for 2. I'll gain life some more. Well, Stirrings. I think I take the Ornament here. Play the Ornament. We'll get in for 14. Locks with the Muldrifter goes to 1. They choose to Ephemerate the Muldrifter. Okay. So if I have 10 mana here, I have only 3 left over. Opponent will go to 1 life. All right, we'll send it over. I do think that there's probably a way for me to navigate getting rid of all their Ephemerates and Flickers and things. Ephemerate for Ephemerate. Play an Island. Casting a Drifter. Goes to 3 life. Drawing 2 more cards. Need some lands. Attacking for 4. All good. I'll draw with my Ornament. Truths. So we'll go blue. That adds mana to the table. Cast the Truths. Draw a Torch. So I now have Crop Rotation as well to get rid of the Flicker. Okay, we know they have negates. Maybe Prohibit. Where's my lands? That's okay. This is 10, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Attack. Yeah. Okay, they choose to block with Archaeomancer Muldrifter. And then they're going to Ghostly Flicker. I will attempt to Barrels the Mancer. They're going to snap the Archaeomancer.
Okay. Drifter draws them 2 cards. They take no damage. Play Rooftop Percher. They have the Glorious Gale. Let's see. We can bring it back next turn. Let's try drawing a card. Looking for lands. There's a land. So now I can send it over. They go Archaeomancer. I will attempt a crop rotation for a Bajukabog. So they will have no Glorious Gales, they will have no Flickers, and they will deck. They cycle Island so they can pick up, or they cycle Lorien so they can pick up the Lorien. Okay. This is real bad for them. They're going to draw 3 cards. Plays Muldrifter. So Karavik's Torch says, as long as it's on the stack, spells that target it cost 2 more to cast. We can almost just torch them. They Chancery. They're going to attack in. I think I'm winning this game. Let's see. I assume they're going to Ephemerate for something. We have another Barrels. Play the Barrels out. Attack in. Blocks with the Drifter. Ephemerate on the Drifter. Okay. They take 7. They go to 6 life. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So let's try... If I torch them, how many snaps have they used? 1, 2, 3. 3 snaps. So we just need 5 mana left over to make sure that we can't get something that doesn't get snapped. So we make red. They could have like a Meeting of Minds. 1, 2, 3. Targeted with Torch for 13. They cast Abandon Attachments. I guess that does it, huh? Because they can pitch the strands. That's cool. Discards Lorien Revealed. I didn't expect this Abandon Attachments strands deck. Interesting. What's your plan? Can you win the game? If they're playing Abandon Attachments, they're probably not playing Meeting of Minds. They snap on the Drifter. We just kill the Drifter. Bonk. Okay, so we win the first game. My opponent has under 10 minutes left on clock. Brutal. Bring in the Relics. Bring in the Scours. Rooftop Percher was good. I don't know that we need... I feel like Brambleworm... Brambleworm could be good. I feel like we want our multiple for ones. This is a tough. Well, Crop for Bog was good. Maybe I don't need the Prophetic Prism. I feel like I don't need the Pulse. How good was the Percher? I mean, taking out the negates, though, was massive. The Percher was good. They're probably bringing in Artifact 8. I'll cut the Prisms. 3 more cards. I just feel like the Brambleworms are medium. Maybe the Generous Ends just don't get there. We have 18 lands. I think we're okay to cut the Generous Ends and then 1 worm. I would love to Scour from Existence one of their turn 2 Chanceries or something like that. That would be nutso-busto. Okay, we have Relic. We have no way to get extra mana. I think I have to keep, though. We can always cycle the Relic to try to draw a card. So if I were the opponent... Let's play Blasting Jelly here. If I were the opponent, I probably would have tried to find infinite snaps, just snap out everything. But they would have never been able to finish the game. Alright, we found a map. That's really good. Play map. Play a Relic. They evoke a Muldrifter on turn 2. 5/5/5. Drifter's gone. Plays Chancery. We'll Relic you. So Drifter's gone. Crack the map. Oops. Yeah, crack the map. We've got 2 mana. Power plant. Pass the turn. Looks like we're going to be trying to resolve a couple of Brambleworms. If they tap out, I will Scour the Chancery, but they have negates in their deck, so it's a little bit of a risk. They also could have a Dust to Dust here, in which we would want to crack the Relic of Progenitus just to draw a card and then Scour them. They are going to play the Dust to Dust. A Murmuring Mystic. Okay. I'll play the Brambleworm. They go for a creature counterspell. We'll exile your creature counter. They get in for 2. I'm at 18. 5 mana available. Plays another Murmuring Mystic. Alright, we'll try to Scour your Chancery. That worked. Pass it over. They get in for 3. Plays another Familiar. And a Mortuary Mire. Play Expedition Map. Crack the map. Grabbing another tower. 8 mana for Maelstrom Colossus. Crop rotation. I guess I can convert a power plant to another tower. And then just gain 5 life with this Brambleworm. So I guess they could have attacked in for 1. I'll attack in for 7. Make green. Try another Brambleworm. Resolves. I don't really have anything I need to do here. I'm just going to pass it over. Opponent, hardcast Muldrifter. Okay. What is next here? We have an Ancient Stirrings. Cast Ancient Stirrings. Take my Unfathomable Truths. Put Truths on top, Torch on top.
Play Blasting Jelly. Use that one to make blue for the truths. One has a negate. That's so mean. Reliquew. Attack in. They'll go to 6 life. Okay. Cast Preordain, making birds. Bad. Birds everywhere. They're playing Abandoned Attachments. I think I can probably crack the relic now just to draw some cards. They put Prismatic Strands in the graveyard. They cast a Snap on my Brambleworm. I'm going to Barrels, kill a Mystic. Brambleworm goes back to hand. And we're going to crack the relic when it attacks in. Bird's getting it done. I found a kill ship. We play a Lorien Revealed. I can kill ship the Mystic and then get rid of the Lorien Revealed. Or get rid of Mystic and Lorien. They play an island. Preordain. Okay. I'm at 20. They have 5 minutes and 30 seconds left on clock. Let's map. Grabbing another tower. Kill ship. Goodbye to the Mystic. Rooftop Percher. We'll gain some life. Gaining 3 life. Get rid of, I think, the 2 Loriens probably. Then I will station the spacecraft and send it over. At this point, I have nothing left I can do. One has another Muldrifter. Plays another Chancery. Picks up the Mortuary Mire. We're going to attempt the Brambleworm. Do you have another Glorious Gale? They do not. Going to scour from existence your Chancery or your Familiar. Chancery. Play a Barrels. Resolves. I'm attacking. So they're just going to chump the 2 7/7s. Chumping everything. Maybe they should shove 3 birds. They do shove 3 birds in front of a Rooftop Percher. Okay. Casting Abandoned Attachments. Discarding Deep Analysis. They'll Mortuary Mire, picking up the Mystic. Deep Analysis can put them to 3. They'll draw the Mystic. They can play the Mystic and leave open a single blue pip. I don't think that's going to do it. Oh, they have double Familiar. So I guess they have Ephemerate plus. Okay, they will snap the Brambleworm. Use this to attack out. Let's go to combat. How would you like to stop my 14 damage? Casting Abandoned Attachments. Okay. They'll get 2 birdies. Discarding a Floodplain. I'll try the Brambleworm. They don't have an interaction. So let's see if this Unfathomable Truths will resolve. They will Ephemerate a Muldrifter. We have another Barrels, another Rooftop Percher. So the Rooftop Percher can take out the Ephemerate later. I'm just going to go for the Barrels and then Percher. Get rid of your Snap and your Abandoned Attachments. I'm at 27. Opponent has lots of value. They've lost game 1, and we are currently 2 minutes left in game 2. So we're going to win the match. We'll just see what my opponent can accomplish until then. They Ephemerate, draw some cards. I think my sideboard plan was kind of mediocre. Plays a Contaminated Landscape. Birds are coming in. We'll eat 2 of them. They've got a Stonehorn Dignitary. Okay, you got it. Then they'll Flicker. Plays Archaeomancer. Returning the Ephemerate. GG's opponent. They're going to make infinite birds. You will time out. So normally I would scoop, but at this point, when you're so behind, it's sort of a learning lesson, something that everybody has to deal with. So GG. All right, we had a little chat about how they definitely won this game, but even though they had infinite life in game 1, I think that we navigated it in a way that they would have decked out before us. So we would have won that game. That got weird because of Magic Online. Interesting. Maybe it's a paper-only deck. The deck seems also to be better once you get used to it and know how to play through things. So let me know what you thought about Monster Tron. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.